Hey everyone, Eric with the K here. Today's video is going to be on how to be more sustainable. I want to start this video by saying being sustainable, you don't have to be perfect to be sustainable. You don't have to be perfect in any of your endeavors to do better. You just have to try to do better. That's all you have to do. I just want to start off by saying that if you can't do the things that I am saying in this video, even just picking one or two things from this video will help you be more sustainable. So let's get into it. This is also like sustainability, but also like underconsumption core, I'm going to call it. Even though like we definitely consume and we no longer try to be minimalist, it still falls under underconsumption, in my opinion. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to try. You just have to try to be good. That's all you have to do. Okay, so the first thing, this is going to be 5 tips, but they're really like jam-packed each one. So the first one is to learn how to fix what you have, to learn how to mend clothes, to learn how to sew, to learn how to upcycle, like to see something and be like, that can also be used for this, to get creative and stuff like that. So that's my first tip to sustainability, is just really looking at something and being like, before I throw this out, can it be used for something else? Can I turn it into something else? Can I fix it? Can I mend it? Does it matter that it's broke? Like, something still work even though they're not 100%? That once you start doing that, it becomes very fun to do that. And in my opinion, I feel like a lot of my channel is based on that, like fixing what you have or upcycling what you have or using it for something else or learning like a trade, like sewing. Like, that's fun stuff in my opinion, and I think that's why I gravitate towards it. And on the same token, I would say styling clothes that you wouldn't otherwise wear. Like if you have clothes and you're like, oh, it's like, I never reach for that. Instead of going out and buying other stuff, like just learn how to try to fix it or learn how to wear it a different way or think outside the box. I think a lot of sustainability comes with like thinking outside of the box. You don't have to be like that if you're sustainable. You can be very beige, as I call it. You can be very minimalist. That's cool too. But for somebody like me, I like to be creative, and I feel like thinking outside of the box keeps underconsumption and keeps that kind of sustainability. It keeps it fun and exciting for me because we can just switch it into something else. I think this might be number 2. If you are going to purchase something, purchase it secondhand. There are so many places that you can purchase secondhand from, like the thrift store or POSHMARK, which you guys know is my favorite. I'll have my $10 coupon down below. Stuff like that. You could also shop for like groceries. It's not secondhand, but it's things that are going to end up in a landfill anyway, from Misfits Market. So if you're looking for like food, and all of their packaging and everything like that that gets into your house is recyclable or biodegradable. They also have a whole recycling program. Somebody had asked me that on a Misfits Market video, like, oh, like, is this recyclable? They actually, if it's available in your area, will like literally pick up the boxes and everything like that. But yeah, it's basically food that wouldn't make it into a store because it's misshapen or whatnot, and you can just shop right on their website. But like I said, POSHMARK is a huge one. I think eBay is great for stuff like that. I think going to the thrift store is awesome. I just did a thrift haul where I literally go there on days where things are going to get pushed out to basically landfills. So everything's marked down to like $1 or whatever the color is that week is marked down to $1. And I got so much clothes for $1. And I personally like to take the clothes, like this shirt was $1. This shirt was $1. If the clothes don't fit me or whatever the case is, I will alter it and I will use the fabric from the clothes. So instead of having to buy new fabric, because I like to be creative, I can just manipulate the fabric that I have, which is my whole series, manipulating fabric. Okay, stop plugging my stuff. I have to stop. I keep checking my notes over there. So anyway, I'm back. On the same thing, talking about like buy secondhand, I did hear this really cool thing where like, we don't do this, but I think I want to do it for ourselves. It's my husband's coworker, and if you're watching, hey girl, people in their area, they have an Excel spreadsheet that says like all the tools that the people in the neighborhood have. If they need a tool, they go on the spreadsheet and they know who has the tool at that time, and they can all borrow each other's stuff, which I think is really freaking awesome. I'm pretty sure they also like go to farmers markets and buy eggs and then like divvy it up amongst them because they don't need all the eggs. Just really cool ideas. We personally don't do that, but that's a great idea. So yeah, if you have it or friends have it, borrow it. That's freaking cool. I think taking care of what you do have is number one in sustainability. If you want to be sustainable, you can have the best stuff in the world. If you don't take care of it, you're going to have to replace it. You're going to have to buy more. So taking care of what you already have is honestly, I think, my number one tip. I should have had that as number one, but you know, my ADHD brain gets a little nutsy badutsy. So taking care of what you already have. One of the best tips for sustainability. That's it. I definitely talked about this in a video already, and I will have that video tagged. I don't remember which one it was, maybe like how to save money on your grocery bill or something, but I'll have that video tagged. It's all about purchasing reusable things instead of single use. And I mean this down to like silicone cupcake, like things like to make muffins or cupcakes, like get the silicone ones instead of the paper. I could not imagine using single-use things. Like we use single-use paper towels and we have single-use toilet paper in the front bathroom where our guests go to the bathroom. But for the most part, we reuse everything. Everything is reusable. We have a bidet, which I've definitely talked about. We use reusable napkins. We use reusable paper towels. We do have like some paper towels, like if our dogs throw up and we need to like clean things. But for the most part, we use everything reusable. It gets thrown in the wash with like things, like all of our kitchen stuff gets thrown in the wash together. So that it's not like, you know, our bidet butt wipes aren't getting washed with our kitchen towels, but everything gets separate, but everything gets washed. And yeah, so choosing reusable things over single use, that's got to be number two. Taking care of what you have and use reusable. Those are like huge. The next one is growing your own fruits and veggies. And I know that not everybody has access to this, so this isn't in a way to put my nose up at anybody. But I do believe that even if you're in an apartment, like in New York City, and you only have like a few windows and you don't have like a garden, you can still plant things inside. So just a little bit is better than nothing when trying to be sustainable. So trying to grow your own fruits and vegetables, and we don't buy our seeds, we just use the seeds from last year's fruits and vegetables, and we just keep that cycle going. But again, I will plug Misfits Market. I am not sponsored in any way. I've never been sponsored by them. It's just a place that I really love, and you can get like $35 off. So even if you can't grow your own, you can get some misshapen Misfits Market stuff get $35 off your first order. I'll have that link down below. And I think my last one that's going to be in this video is as for hobbies, because you know we talk a lot about sustainability and we rarely talk about hobbies. And I think getting hobbies that either, like I had said earlier, like sewing or mending, or even learning how to like do your own hair or do your own DIY stuff and borrow tools, and as much as that can be necessities, that can also be hobbies. But also getting other hobbies like riding bikes, going for a walk, or anything like that. Anything that's free, anything that you can do that's free, do it. Like, especially like walking or bike riding. I don't know. For me, those are like really huge things. Those are like our main hobbies, is like walking and bike riding. And it doesn't cost anything. And we also found like our bikes like in people's garbages. And then my husband like fixed our bikes and put them together. And that's how we have bikes. We've never bought bikes. And we love going bike riding on our Frankenstein bikes. And so, yeah, just learning how to do things yourself and doing things yourself is just really fun. And getting creative is a huge part, in my opinion, of sustainability. And I guess that's the whole video. So that's the video. I really hope it's helped somebody out there. Please write down below your favorite ways to be more sustainable or to participate more in Underconsumption Core, I guess. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And I'm always interested in learning new things and trying new things. Okay, I guess that's it. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.